Hello and welcome to Snack Decisions, the show where I help you make good snack decisions. Ooh. We are finishing up our run on Halloween. Thankfully, I have something interesting planned for November, I think, and then December we can start getting into Christmas stuff. But we are getting out of here. Finally, not something sweet, something a little bit more on the savory side. Cheetos! Every year it looks like they release these bag of bones white cheddar version of their Cheetos snacks. It looks like a skull, bones, a paw, and a rib cage. I can't even see what that is, honestly. Yeah, it looks like a rib cage. They're white cheddar. They were first released in 2014. I know this year they have a cinnamon sugar one as well. It seems like every year they're white cheddar. Maybe they release a different variant every year. I don't know. The information was very, very sparse on this. If you want more information about Cheetos themselves, go back to Snack 6, which I should have linked over here, I hope. The cheese pizza puffs. Yeah, that's where all that info will reside. Packaging. 3. Easy to open. Get at things quick. No resealability, but easy to chip clip. So, 3 packaging. Kind of get the feeling on that. Let's see what I get. Oh, it's the skeleton. Okay, it's a rib cage for the skeleton. Because then you can do things like make the skeleton. Oh, no. Another picture of the skeleton. These are the puffs. Puff-like instead of the crunchy ones. Yeah, I could see white cheddar on this. Yeah, sure, why not? Definitely not mistaking it for eating the regular crunchy Cheeto. Nice amount of white cheddar. I kind of maybe wish it had a little bit more, but what that white cheddar does hang around a lot longer after finishing it. That helps with cravings where you want to keep getting more and more, eating more and more of it, which probably is problematic given the calorie count, 160 on these chips. My big complaint is the bone chip. The rib cage, the skeleton, and the paw are all similar size, and then you have this really little bone chip that comes out, and it's kind of weird and throwing me off. Here, I'll show in the camera over here. You can see that's a little weird when you're eating all these big chips and then you get one of these small things. So that's my big complaint on that. Flavor or taste, 4 stars. It's not crazy good, but it's better than those damn cheese pizza puffs. These are perfectly fine. If you like white cheddar, you maybe give it the 5 in taste. I do too, but that needs a little more maybe, or something a little bit more interesting going on. But 4 stars on taste. Value. Man, I know I got these on discount because I bought another set of them. I believe I paid like $2 or $2.50. At that price on a combo, this is probably a 5-star value if you're paying $2 or $2.50 a bag. If you get up, again, to like the 5 or 6, which is the MSRP, I believe, on this, if you don't get it on a discount, 1 or 2 on that. But I'm going to go with I'll say I paid $2.50 for this. That's a 5-star value if you can get it at that price. Let's see how scary this is at the snack bar. And on the snack bar today, Riverlands River Life. It is their pale lager, 4.8%, brewed with Hallertau Middle Fruit hops. Riverlands is out of St. Charles, Illinois, a little bit about hour and a half, 2 hours away from Chicago. Definitely a nice little place along with Geneva to spend a weekend if you have the time. There's a lot of it's a small city, but it's got a lot of things going on, so it's something you can really spend some time at. Riverlands opened in 2019 by Andy and Steve Mark, Jason Argus, and Eric Bramwell. Eric Bramwell is the head brewer. They have won medals for their lighter stuff. This one did not win, but they had a kayak pills that won gold in something. They had their Mexican lager, San Marcos, won bronze. They just won at GABF this year the very, very hotly contested pastry stout category, gold. So that's a big deal for them. But yeah, they've been open a while. We on my ABV Chicago podcast, we actually interviewed Eric and his assistant brewer Brianna. Great people, great beer. They're doing it right out there. One of the good things to do in St. Charles, Geneva area if you ever go out there. Definitely worth a hang, especially when their patio's open. Obviously, we're getting into non-patio season, but when that patio's open, yeah, it's really nice. Nice, just sit there and have some award-winning beer. Fair amount of head. Not as pale as I thought it would be. It's a little bit darker. I thought it was going to be like straw pale. You can see it's not quite straw pale. It's got a little bit of a golden tint to it. Still see through it clearly, obviously. Again, the head is nice. That means it's carved. Excellent. Suitably grainy on the nose. That's exactly what I'm looking for in a lager of any kind. Maybe a little bit of a grass note from the hops. Possibly even a little floral note from the hops. It smells like a lager I could drink a lot of. These are not complicated. I'm not digging too deep for weird aromas or anything like that. Again, grain is the big one with some grass or green things and some floral notes. My biggest takeaway from this is the full mouthfeel. I did not expect that on a 4.8% beer. It kind of sits on the tongue maybe a little bit too heavy for the style. I would like it a little bit more crisp and effervescent. It finishes crisp, so that's not a problem. But the beer kind of is weighing on me a little bit, which is kind of weird for a 4.8% beer. That's all the mouthfeel, so I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, little heavy on that. Everything else is fine. Suitable grain note. A fair amount of bitterness, honestly, on it. More of the grassy bitterness. I'm not getting much of the floral bitterness. But yeah, the mouthfeel is the weird thing on this. A little bit on the heavy side. Mainly due to that mouthfeel, I will give the taste on the River Life, 3 stars. Now, we're going to pair it. When I pair, I usually put the food in, chew a little bit, and then drink the beer at the same time. I think this one depends on which chip you get, because it seems like the bone one was getting completely obliterated by the beer, whereas the other 3, specifically the skeleton head, was kind of standing up to it and then asserting some of that white cheddar flavor at the finish. It also probably depends on how much beer you drink. Seems like if you did a lot more beer than the chip, it drowned it out to the point where you didn't taste most of the chip. That might be because the chip is like the puff as opposed to the crunchy one. But if you nailed it right, again, not a normal sip, not too much beer. It did kind of pop a little bit. It kind of blended well together. You got a little bit of that grassy bitterness on the beer, and then the white cheddar showed through at the finish. I will give the pairing on this 4 stars. It's really good. Not revelatory at all, but again, fine pairing. Definitely when you sit down, eat some bag of bones, white cheddar, and have some River Life. You will not be sad you did that, honestly. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed the Halloween roundup of the 4 things I did for Halloween. As I said, November, I have something planned already for at least 3 weeks in November. I'm hoping it comes to fruition. But yeah, it'll be interesting at the very least. But yeah, like, follow, subscribe for that. Shoot me an email, snackdecisions@gmail.com. I'll try to respond as fast as I can. Thanks for watching. Make good snack decisions.